Dating in the modern world can feel very chaotic. There's dating apps and ghosting and emotional highs and lows, and it can make anyone feel really overwhelmed. But what if I told you that there is an ancient philosophy that can help you navigate these waters with confidence and composure? So today, we're going to dive in to a philosophy called Stoicism. And the Stoic principles can help you transform your approach to life. But more importantly, it can help you change your approach to dating and relationships. Now, I know that sounds like two things that wouldn't connect whatsoever, but you just need to hear me out on this, because once I discovered this, it was just an incredible revelation for me. And I'm seeing it happen more and more amongst men. And it starts with what Stoicism actually is. And Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't, which is what many people describe as realizing what the matrix is. It's understanding what in reality you don't have control over, but what you have full control over in your reality. And that's what you need to focus on. You can't control what you have no control over. There are going to be all sorts of elements and variables that you have no control over, and that can include people. In fact, a lot of the time it usually does involve people and interpersonal relationships with each person that you meet. You can't control fully how someone is going to behave and react. Now, of course, we want to have influence over how people behave and react, but influence is never realistically or 100% chance. There is always going to be something that is out of your control. And a lot of people get really frustrated by this. I know so many people that when they try and talk to a girl and the girl doesn't go and vibe with them, and then the guy gets really frustrated and angry and starts lashing out. No. We don't want to be that kind of person. The whole point is understanding what we can control and let go of what we can't, because that builds inner strength and resilience, which is crucial for dating and relationships. So let's break down a couple of these Stoic pointers and strategies that we can start using today. So, as I mentioned before, control what you can and accept what you can't. This is the cornerstone of what Stoicism is all about. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to focus on what you can control, and in dating, you need to be aware of what you can control, but also be aware of what you can't. And with that, there has to be an element of fun and enjoyment. If you have full control over everything, then there's no joy in life. You need to have some of that excitement of, I don't know what's coming, but are you going to be prepared for whatever they throw at you? Okay, that can be text backs or feeling a spark or someone swiping right on you. There are some things that you can control. You can control your response to things, but you can't control the full thing. What your outcome is what you've got hold of. And instead of obsessing over the outcome of the whole thing, just focus on yourself, what brings you joy, what works for your frame, and being your best self. And by accepting what is out of your hands, you'll approach dating and relationships with less anxiety and far more confidence. Now, you also need to detach yourself from outcome. And one of the most common traps in dating is attaching your self-worth to the outcome. Oh, if she doesn't sleep with me, I'm not worth anything. Or if she doesn't kiss me, or if she doesn't go out with me, then all of it was for nothing. If the date goes well, you feel amazing. But if it doesn't, you shouldn't feel like a failure. And Stoicism teaches us to detach from the outcome, and instead of chasing after external validation, focus on living according to your values. Did you act in a way that you were proud of? Okay, I want to say that again. Did you act in a way that you were proud of? Did you give yourself respect? And did you treat people with kindness and honesty? Or were you manipulative to succeed? And maybe that's something that you wanted to do, but you need to make sure that whatever you choose to do, it sticks with your values, okay? So, don't chase the validation. And when you approach dating with this mindset, rejection becomes way less painful because it's not a reflection of your self-worth. It's probably just mismatched energy. Because one of the things that's very vital when it comes to approaching women is you're not meant to attract everyone. I'm going to say that again. You're not meant to attract everyone. People keep on thinking, I'm meant to be able to attract every single girl. There is a huge percentage that will never, ever find you attractive. No matter what the outcome is, no matter how much you earn, no matter what you look like, it's just not compatible. And you know this because there are girls that you know that you are never, ever going to want to be with, okay? It's never a 100% game. So why are you putting so much pressure on yourself to have the perfect outcome? You just can't. Take it out of your hands, accept it, and just go, that's okay, because there's going to be somebody else around the corner. And as long as it doesn't bother me emotionally, and I stay in control of my frame, I'm going to stay nice and calm. And that moves on to our next bit, which is mastering your emotions. Emotions run high during dating. There's excitement, there's nerves, and there's frustration. Stoicism doesn't tell us to suppress our emotions, but it does tell us to understand them better and master them. You can feel your emotions, but you shouldn't just have an outright burst of emotions. Because if you have an outright burst of emotions, that is a feminine quality. There's a reason why feminine energy people are the ones that lash out and have patties and temper tantrums, and we have to take care of them, okay? Like they were children. And this is like a common thing with feminine women, but it's not a common thing with masculine men. We feel our emotions, but we don't suppress them. We experience them, but we brush it off, we take control, and we just logically look at what we have to do next. And there's nothing wrong with this mindset. A lot of people think, this is a very toxic masculine thing of suppressing your emotions. No, it's knowing what you have to do as a man and showing the world that you know what you have to do if you are a man, okay? And showing that no matter what comes your way, that might make you feel like you need to spiral into anger and self-doubt, you are going to say, no, I am in my own control. This is in my control. And you are not going to spiral me off. And this is hugely vital if you end up in a relationship with girls, because they are going to test you all the time, and you will see your relationships break down and fail if every time she tests you, you have an emotional reaction to it. You need to just pat her on the head and go, okay, you're having a rough day. It's not going to bother me. We're just going to make this better and everything's going to be okay. And she's going to know that you are in control of the situation and she can rely on you. And that is something that you definitely want if you're going to be the male in the relationship. Now, there are different practices when it comes to Stoicism that they teach us. One of them is things like journaling and writing down what happens, and maybe planning out your goals so that you have a strong, structured idea of what you want to do, and that helps you be completely resolute with your mission in life. You go, I have written down what I want to do, I know what my values are, I know what my goals are, and I am going to go stead forward straight with that. And there is no woman that is going to knock me down off of my mission. And that is a powerful mindset to have, because she is going to want to hop on with you on your adventure and come with you to see whatever success comes your way. Now, there are other things that philosophy teaches us, like mindfulness practice, like I mentioned, journaling, daily reflections, affirmations, which falls into NLP. There are so many things that just exploring what philosophy and spirituality teaches us can leak into every aspect of our life, but is so potent and powerful when it comes to dating, because understanding your mind and understanding the world better makes you a more interesting person to talk to. And even though Stoicism sounds like some dusty, crusty old philosophy, you'd be surprised how many people really resonate with it. And if you resonated with this and have any kind of value from this video, send it a like, maybe subscribe to the channel, because we're going to keep on talking about ways that we can fine-tune our life and keep on finding those life hacks to make us the best version of ourselves possible. Because when we make that approach to a girl, we don't want to be a unsure product. We want to be the most finished, finalized product for her that we can be, and show her that we are worth her time. And also she needs to prove that she is worth our time, because once we finally do make that approach to that correct person, you are going to be the most amazing version of yourself. Send this to anyone that you feel needs to hear this or is interested in philosophy and stoicism, because it is mind-blowing how many people really resonate with it. I know that there are so many books out there that really channeled stoicism into the modern day world, like Ryan Holiday and Robert Greene. They're two authors that I absolutely love reading about, and like I said, these are things that can leak into every part of your life. But until then, guys, take care and keep on seducing.